So hi everyone, this is Kassiopeia from the Achievement Squad coming at you with another walkthrough. This time it's for Old Man's Journey, an indie title. As part of this walkthrough you will get every achievement and trophy in the game. It takes approximately 1 hour to an hour and 30 minutes to complete, but you'll net everything that you need as part of this single playthrough. Overall, really good indie game, very fun, great little story that kind of goes in the background, so there's a full spoiler warning in effect from this point onwards. But yeah, great game, and here we go. So during this intro piece, you've got no control over the character at this time, so you'll receive a letter from the postman, and you just wait until you've got your backpack and walking stick and you're ready to go. So now you should be able to obtain control of the character. The way this works is it's a point and click kind of activity. So wherever you drop the little beacon, the old man will walk to. Okay. So in the beginning, drop the beacon on the right hand side and he'll wander down the hill. And then you want to place the beacon into the far distance onto the hill in the background. And what he'll do is he'll defy all logic and he will jump across the hills into the background. And he will take a seat underneath the tree. Okay, so once the old man has taken a seat, you want to hover your mouse pointer over the couple that are set on the rooftop just here and click on them. And this will trigger a memory-esque kind of sequence. Once the memory-esque sequence is over, a little round circle will appear at the bottom. Just click on that round circle and that will progress the story forward. Okay, so once you've completed the memory sequence, the old man will get up and walk on his own accord and go to the right, moving the game forward. Now this will take you across into the next section of the game where we can start picking up some of our first achievements. Okay, so once you arrive in this area, you'll be introduced to a new mechanic which is allowing you to move the hills around in the background. So start by clicking on the pink hill and pulling it down, and then the orange hill in the background and pulling it down a little bit further. And then you want to make your way up the hill. So click on the pink hill in the background and he will jump across. And then click on the stairs at the far back and he will hop across and he will start to make his way up the stairs. Once you're at the top of the stairs, you will see a bench which you will need to click on with a cat on it. Now this cat is a pretty funky looking cat, so it looks more like a velociraptor than a cat. Velociraptor or whatever you want to call it. But once you've sat down on the bench, click on the mini dinosaur and it will get up and run away. Okay, so this will cause the cat to run away. He'll head off into the distance and jump on top of the roofs. Once he's jumped on top of the roofs, you'll need to pull up the blue hill so that it's in line with the area that you're in. And then click on the cat and the old man will wander across. This will then trigger a vehicle to go past, if you've done everything correctly. And then you're going to want to make your way onto the top of the orange hill. So click on the orange hill in the background, have the old man wander up. And here we'll be able to get our first achievement. So for this, just click on the old lady that is hanging out of the window. This will close the shutter and then open it, and she'll get real mad at you. And this will bag you your first achievement of the game for 50 Gs, Adeline, the village gossiper. So pull up the blue hill in the background to continue on. And then you want to head to the right, following the cat to the very top. Now don't do what I do here, don't go straight to the top of the red hill. Actually you want to go straight across to where the actual cat is instead. So yeah, click on the cat, not the orange hill in the background, and the old man will walk across to the cat, and then this will reveal the area above you. You need to now pull down this orange hill, and then you want to click on the blue chair that is out the front of this hotel near the man playing guitar and the sleeping dog. And now we can get the next achievement in the game, which is for playing around with the window panels. So once the old man has taken a seat, you'll need to click on the bottom row of windows from right to left, each one. And this will play a little kind of tune. And this will then unlock the next achievement, window piano for 50G. Once you've done that, click on the man playing guitar and this will trigger the next memory sequence. Okay, so once you've cleared the hotel section, you'll now be onto the next area. First thing you want to do is click on these bushes in the foreground, and this will reveal a turtle. If you click on the turtle again, you'll get a 150 G achievement for finding Kassiopeia the Tortoise. I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure. Now pull up the orange hill in the background, and you want to cross over to the right hand side. And when you're across on the right hand side, pull the orange hill back down again to create a bridge between the hill you're currently on and the green hill on the left. Okay, and then you want to click on the road down at the bottom and to have the old man walk down there. And once you're down at the road, pull up the green hill, and this will allow you to move forward to the next section. Then you want to walk across to the top of the roof on this side, and you can get the next achievement, Hugo the Vagabond, by clicking on the purple guy. So once you've clicked on him, that will unlock the next achievement. Okay, so after clicking on Hugo, you want to pull the green hill in the background down and line it up with the middle green hill, and then you want to pull the green hill in the foreground up as high as you can, and then you want to click on the waterfall to make the old man walk down to the waterfall. When he reaches the waterfall, he will slide down to a lower level. Once you're down on that lower level again, click further to the left on the waterfall to slide down yet again. So click down on the waterfall below and he will keep making his way down to the bottom. He does not learn, he keeps doing this. Okay, and once you're at the bottom, head to the far left to continue on to the next section. Okay, and you need to pull down this green hill in the background. Make sure it lines up with the dock on the other side, and click at the top of the waterfall on the left hand side, making the old man cross over, and then slide down to the stairs at the bottom. Once at the bottom, head to the right, and the old man will take a seat. And then once you've taken the seat, you want to click on the guy doing the welding in the foreground, and he'll give the thumbs up to his mate. His mate will click the button, and that will ready up the ship for an adventure, and it'll also trigger the next memory sequence for you. Okay, so once you reach this next area, we can get an achievement straight away, and that is done by clicking on the frogs in the foreground. I click from left to right, but click on each 3, and you will unlock the achievement called Frog Chorus, and that's for 50G. Now to get through to the next area, you need to pull the green hill in the foreground up, pull down the red one a little bit, and then you want to walk onto the top of the rocks that are above the old man currently. And once he's at the top, you want to pull up the red hill that you previously were on. Don't do me, pull the actual red hill up. And grab the purple hill that's in the background and pull that down so it's in line with the red hill, and walk to the bridge at the top. Now, for you to get through across to the other side, you will need to turn the handle that is in front of you. So click on it, and you need to spin the valve around and around. As you can see here, I have an absolute nightmare and I am not very good at this. But once you've spun the handle fully, make your way across to the other side. But you'll also need to pull down the green hill so you can get to the stairs below. And then click on the waterfall at the top on the right hand side to slide down to the lower ledge, the lower red ledge in the foreground. And then head to the right. Now, to get across to the next section, you'll need to grab hold of the boat. So pull the boat back to the green hill, just here. Grab hold of the green hill and pull it up a little bit so it's in line with the boat, and then click on the boat so the old man will get onto it. And to progress forward, you will need to drag the boat to the far right. So grab hold of the boat from the top and just keep pulling it to the right. Hit it with some serious speed. And when you get to the other side, you will see a lighthouse and you'll see a man fishing. Click on the man that is fishing to get the next achievement. And that achievement is for 50G and it's George the Lighthouse Keeper. Click on the bench at the top by the lighthouse, and then you want to ring the bell. Once the old man is sat down, ring the bell at the top to trigger the next memory sequence. cleared this section, you will arrive at a train station. This is probably the hardest part of the game for getting an achievement. And the idea is to not allow the train to use its emergency brakes. You'll see me do this. It takes a couple of tries, but if you fail, you can just quit out back to the main menu and start again. So when the train arrives, click on the carriage and the old man will get in. And this is quite tricky, so it took me a few goes to get it right. I've edited it out so you don't have to be bored by that. But what it will require you to do is to grab the individual hills and the bridges in the background to make sure that they're in line with the current railway track that the train is on. So like here, you'll see me pull down the hill, make sure that's in line to allow the train to keep going. Now, the train can slow down. It's only when you hear the brakes screech is when you've failed this attempt. So if you hear the brakes screech, you'll need to pause the game, quit back to the main menu, and then select this chapter again. You don't go back far, it's just back to the start of the train section. But it will take you a couple of tries and you will get there eventually. So it's also worth noting that the sequence never changes. This is not random. Everything is the same every single time. So it's just a case of memorizing where those hills are. Yeah, a little bit frustrating, but it's fairly achievable. Okay, so once you make it to the end of the train sequence, you'll unlock an achievement for 150G if you did this without failing, called Smooth Ride. So that's for making it to the end of the train section without using the emergency brake. Now, this will kind of warp you inside the carriage. Click on the guy reading the newspaper and he will fall asleep. Magic touch. And then the old man will have a good old look out the window and have a bit of a memory flashback session. Okay, so once you've cleared the train sequence, and if you haven't rage quit trying to get the Smooth Ride achievement, you'll arrive at the next train station, and you want to head to the right, and we're going to go get an achievement called the Sheep Whisperer for herding sheep with the minimum amount of moves. So click to the right of the group of sheep that's in front of you, and then click on the sheep. and this will move them to the right. Go stand next to the sheep. Click on the sheep again to move them even further to the right, and then go stand next to them again. It's very much a rinse and repeat kind of thing going on here. And once you're beside these sheep again, click on them and they will jump onto the hill in the background. Go stand next to the sheep yet again. And then click on the sheep again. This guy has real trouble getting past sheep. Now click on the green hill in the background. And then click on the sheep again, but this time it will send them to the left. And then you want to click on the hill in the right to move the old man past the sheep that are like a solid brick wall. Okay, and this will unlock the Sheep Whisper achievement for 100G. Have the old man stand on the green hill in the background. And once you've done that, pull down the yellow hill, pull up the rock that is in the middle, and then pull up the green slope with the bench on it, and have the old man sit on the bench once it's there, and then you'll be able to trigger the next dream sequence whilst you're on the bench. Sorry, memory sequence, dream sequence, I don't know, it doesn't matter, but yep, once he's over there, you will see a large ship come in on the right. You want to click on that ship to trigger that sequence. Okay, so this next section to walk through, you kind of go a little while without unlocking any achievements or trophies, but I'm still going to walk you through this area to help you out. So once you arrive in this place, click on the green hill in the far right hand side to make the old man walk in that direction. So you'll need to click twice. You want him to be on the other side of this red hill here. Pull the red hill up. Pull the orange hill in the background down to line everything up, and then have the old man walk to the top of the pink hill that you see in the background here. Okay, so once he's in the pink hill, pull up the green hill as high as you can, and this will allow you to cross over the waterfall without falling down. So to hop onto the green hill, go to the other side, click on the right hand side of the waterfall, and he'll slide down to the ledge in the foreground, allowing you to go to the right. He never learns with the waterfall, never learns. Okay, so once you're on this side, you're going to need to do some sheep shuffling again. Pull the green hill up and pull the orange hill down slightly, and click on the first group of sheep to have them jump onto the hill, and then click on them again to get them to move to the other side of the hill. You then need to pull down the orange hill on the right hand side, click on the sheep again, sorry, the second set of sheep, not the same set of sheep, and this will send them up the hill. Click on them once more and they will jump onto the green hill, and click on them again to send them down next to the old man. And then click on them one more time and this will send them to the right. Once they are out of the way, click on the bench in the far side to have the old man make his way past the sheep. Once you're sat on this bench, to trigger the next memory, you will need to click on the light bulb that is above the old man on the bench. Okay, once you're in the next area, hop off the boat and head to the right. Whilst you're over onto the right, you'll be introduced to kind of a new mechanic, 2 hills that can be pulled in different ways. So pull up the green hill in front of you. On the hill here, pull down the pink section as far as you can, and then pull up the orange section of this hill. Head over to the top to the lighthouse that is not switched on. And after you're at that lighthouse, you want to pull up the pink side of the hill that you were just walking on just then. So don't do what I do and grab the green one, grab the pink one, pull it up as high as you can, and then pull down the orange hill in the background so that it's in line with the pink hill, and then pull the pink hill on the right up a little bit more so you can walk across the hills in the background to the other side. Okay, so once you're across the other side, I'm going to grab the green section of the hill in front of you and pull it down. Pull up the orange section, pull down the pink side of that orange section, and then pull up the orange hill in the foreground to line everything up. Now don't do what I do here because I haven't lined my hills up properly, but pull up the pink section of the middle hill up a little bit more. Click to the far right to have the old man walk down the hill to the right hand side. Okay, so you'll now be introduced to a new mechanic on this side, which is breakable walls with these rolling things here. So pull up the castle in the background to set this thing rolling down the hill. As it rolls farther down, it will break a hole in the old wall in front of you and then drop into the sea. Pull up the green hill in front of you to have the same wheel thing roll out of the way. Once that's gone past, click on the castle in the background and the old man will take a seat. Click on the flag that is above him in the castle to trigger the next memory sequence. Okay, so in this next section you're going to encounter more breakable walls. Now the first thing we need to do is pull up the green hill that is in the middle just here, so that the old man can stand on top of it. So pull up the green hill. I must have stopped to read my notes here because I'm taking my time. So pull the green hill up, have the old man stand on the green hill. Don't do what I do and then keep hopping him backwards and forwards. But then pull the orange hill in the background up, making the wheel roll down to the wall just there. Pull the orange hill back down again. Have the old man jump across to where you came from, on the orange hill in the background. Pull down the green side, and then you want to pull up the pink side so that the wheel gains some speed and puts a hole in the wall. Once the wheel is passed, pull up the green bit, and then have the old man walk to the... so pull up the green hill on the left hand side, and then have the old man walk to the left. Done that, you will now be in another wheel puzzle section. To solve this one, pull down the orange hill which has got the wheel on it. It will roll down and then it will get stuck against the wall. Pull down the right hand side of that area where that wheel is. Once the wheel is rolled to the bottom, pull it up again, and this will give the wheel enough speed to smash through the wall. Pull up the hill in the background, the orange side of it, so that it's in line, and make your way to the left hand side. And then you want to pull down the green part of that hill so that it's in line with the hill in the foreground. Once it's in line, click on the waterfall to send the old man sliding down the waterfalls again. So you want to do this for the waterfall below as well. Okay, so at the bottom of the waterfalls, head to the right, and you'll be in another wheel puzzle section. Pull down the hill on the left with the wheel on it, and this will smash through the wall in front of you, and send the old man into the background. So to do that, pull up the orange hill, pull down the green section, and then make him walk to the top left hand side of that hill. Once he's at the top of that hill, you're going to need to pull up the red section as high as you can. Pull down the left hand side of that hill. Sorry, pull up the foreground and then pull down the left a little bit. Not the foreground again, don't do what I do. Pull down the left hand side of it, pull up the foreground green hill, and then you want to pull down the wheel to set that rolling and breaking the wall that is in the foreground. Once that is broken, click on the windmill to send the old man over to the windmill, and he will take a seat at a bonfire. And then once that bonfire is lit, click on the flame, and that will trigger the next memory. To clear that, you'll end up in this foggy mountain area. Jump into the green hill in the middle just here. And then you want to click on the sheep to send them to the right. And then you want to pull up the blue hill where the sheep are. And then have the old man stand on the same blue hill. Once he's on that hill, click on the left-hand set of sheep, and this will send them further down, allowing you to get past. Click on the bridge at the top right to cross over, and then when you're at the top of that bridge, there is a second bridge, which you want to cross over to the other side again. Okay, so once you're there, you'll encounter some more troublemaking sheep. Click on the flock that is closest to you to send them to the right, and you'll pull up this hill in the back foreground, and then pull down the middle orange hill. Have the old man make his way to the right hand side of the hill where the sheep are, and once you're on that right hand side of the hill, you'll be able to click the flock that is now on the right to get them to move out of the way. Once they're out of the way, you'll be able to get past them and make your way up to the hot air balloonist at the top. For some reason I decide to click on it and it doesn't work for me, so I pull down the green hill, try again, and I fail, whereas I just actually need to click on the kind of hill in the background and I'd actually just walk up. So yeah, don't copy me when I'm clicking on the balloonist. Once you're at the balloonist, this will trigger a trip to the next area. It'll also trigger the next memory sequence as well. Okay, so once you've safely landed from your hot air balloon trip, have the old man jump out, but make him walk up the orange hill. When he's at the top of the hill, you want to click on some sheep again. Surprise. So click on the left flock, click on the right flock, click on the left flock, click on the right flock. And this will move them out the way. Click on the waterfall and slide all the way down to the next waterfall. Okay, and once you're over to the next waterfall, you'll need to slide down that one too. Now head to the rocks that are on the right hand side. So have the old man walk up to that side, and then you want to grab hold of the orange hill that you just walked across, pull it down so you can reach the rocks in the middle, and then click on the waterfall, the large waterfall on the right, to make him slide all the way down again. He never learns. Okay, so once you're at the bottom of this waterfall, pull down the red hill in the background so that it's in line with the hill you're currently on. Walk to the top of the rocks, and you want to pull that hill back up again so you can cross to the other side of the waterfall. And once you're on the other side of that waterfall, click on it to slide down to the rocks just below you. And you keep making your way down the waterfalls from here onwards until you reach the large one at the bottom. And then click on that one, and this will cause you to fall into the water, and it will trigger another memory sequence. So okay, once you're past that memory sequence, you'll now be in this underwater kind of puzzle area. This old man has got some serious lungs on him. And then you want to head to the right. Now this is going to involve you just to kind of keep walking into the foreground, and there'll be some wreckage of ships in the way that you need to get past. So pull up the red hill, head to the left hand side of the red hill. Pull up the green hill a little bit, and this time you want to pull that wreckage of that ship up as far as you can. Pull up the yellow hill in turn, and then keep walking on. Okay, and then you'll now reach another section where there's more wreckage. Pull up the green hill. Pull up the boat, have the old man continue forward, pull up the yellow hill, then keep on walking down, and literally just kind of rinse and repeat. Keep pulling the wreckage out of the way, and then keep pulling up the hill in the foreground is what it is from here. So for this bit, move the junk out of the way by either pulling it down or up. Pull up the red hand side of this hill, remove the wreckage out of the way, and then pull down the green side of the hill, and have the old man walk further down into the foreground. Okay, so for the next section, I have a few little blips. I do apologise. Pull down the hill in the foreground and move the boat out of the way. Now, what I should have done here is the hill in the foreground should have been aligned with the orange hill that I'm currently on. But that's okay. Pull it up, make sure it's in line with the blue hill, have the old man walk down to the blue hill, and then once he's on that blue hill, move the foreground hill down again. And this will reveal a waterfall at the bottom, and then have the old man walk down to that waterfall. Okay, so once you're down at that waterfall, have the old man slide down it. Now I apologise here, again I have a couple of hiccups whilst I'm moving things around, but eventually I get to where I want to be. So pull down the hills in the background to reveal this situation. Here I have a bit of trouble at getting this sorted, so I apologise. Okay, so what you'll see is down at the bottom there is a padlocked gate that we're trying to get to. So for us to get there, we need to have the hills kind of in line and be able to get to the right hand side. So to do this, I use the blue hill in the foreground, and then the green one, and I walk to the other side of that hill. So I have the old man, so pull up the ones in the foreground so that's covering it, but you can get to the right hand side of the waterfall. And when you're on that right hand side, you will be able to move out the foreground hills out of the way, and you'll be able to slide down to the bottom to reach the padlocked gate. And to unlock this gate, just click on it twice, and that will unlock it, allowing you to progress forward. Okay, so this next section is relatively straightforward, but you need to keep climbing up. So to do this, you need to keep pulling up the hill in turns. So pull up the left hill first of all, jump onto the left hill first of all, and then pull up the green hill and gradually kind of make yourself go higher and higher. So pull up the green hill, jump to the green hill, pull up the yellow hill, jump to the yellow hill, and literally rinse and repeat this until you can get to the very top of the area. So once you reach the red hill, you need to keep rinsing, repeating the same process. So pull up the yellow hill, pull up the green hill, and our aim is to get to this yellow hill that is in the very top right hand corner here. So you'll notice as well these hills won't go any higher eventually, so you're going to have to transfer to the green and the red hill in the background. So pull up this yellow one, hop over to the green hill in the background. The hill in the background. Now for some reason here I thought I was at the end of the level and could have carry on going right, but I was wrong. So don't do what I do and keep clicking. But pull up this red section to make it higher. Hop to the red hill, pull up the green hill, and then this will allow you to get to this road just at the top here, where we'll be able to get our first achievement for a long time. And this is an achievement for driving over 1 mile in a truck. Madness. So when the truck arrives, so after you've taken the seat on the bench, he will come around the corner just here. And it's fairly straightforward to do. So every time you click on the truck, it will change direction, and you just need to keep this up for 1 mile until the achievement pops. Way to do this pull up the roads where the truck is, so you can get to the top of that green hill in the background, and rinse and repeat in this section. So pull up the red hill, pull down the green bit, pull up the bridge, and then you click at the top to send the truck to the top of the hill. And as the truck goes up the top of the hill, move your pointer back down to the left hand side, and once you reach the top, just click down at the bottom again to send the truck back down, and then you want to do the same thing, go all the way to the top. Once the truck hits the bottom, send it back to the top, and you want to rinse and repeat this until you unlock the achievement. So once you've bagged your achievement, this time go to the bridge, and when you're on the bridge, you're going to need to make some small adjustments so that you can progress to the next area. So pull down the hill. You'll need to do this twice. This area can be a little bit fiddly. Make sure the green hill is in line with the bridge, and do the same with the bridge on the right hand side, and turn the truck down to the bridge. And once you're on this bridge, for some reason I have a bit of a nightmare trying to get across it. I thought it was connected, but then yeah, just click on it and then hop to the other end. And you need to pull down the red hill, so pull it down so it's in line. Have the truck drive onto the red hill. Now this bit is a little bit fiddly for some reason. I couldn't get this to work the first time. Pull down the bridge, but then you'll need to pull it down again. Have the truck drive to the bridge, and then once it's on the bridge, pull up the red hill so it's in line with the green hill in the background, and then drive off to the right. Now for some reason here I have a little bit of a nightmare just trying to maneuver the truck for some stupid reason, but just yeah, make your way to the top of the red hill. And then, yeah, as you can see, for some reason it decides to go back on itself and do some little fancy hops. And I think that's because maybe I've got the green hill. Yeah, the green hill's slightly out of line. I apologise. But head to the right, and once you're clear that area, this should clear the truck section. A paint can will fall off of the back of the truck. So click on the paint can, it will go flying, and then you want to say trigger the next memory sequence. Okay, so this is now the final section of the game. Hop out of the truck, and what we're going to want to do is you want to head on to the pink hill just here. We're going to start to pick up the final achievements now anyway. Once you're on that pink hill, click on the garage that is next to the house covered in ivy. Inside there will be a girl repairing a bike with her dad's tools, and you will unlock the Tilda the Whizz Kid achievement for 100G. Now once you've got that achievement, we're going to want to make our way as far as we can into the background. So hop onto the blue hill near Tilda. Pull up the pink hill, pull down the orange hill, and then you want to pull up the left hand side of that hill so it's in line with the rooftop. Pull down the green hill in the background, and then click on this guy doing some leaf raking. And this will unlock the achievement Albert the Gardner, the man who used to have a job in finance apparently. And this will unlock the achievement for 50Gs called Albert the Gardner. Once you've unlocked this, you want to start making your way up to Albert. And we're starting to make our way towards the end of the game. Okay, so once you're hanging out with Albert, you'll need to make some adjustments to the hills in the background. The idea is to get to that green front door up there in the background. So pull down the blue hill, that's in the middle here, pull up the hill that you were just on, jump onto that hill, pull up the left hand side of the hill that is just behind you, and keep pulling it all the way up till it's in line with the green hill in the background. And then walk up that hill. Now, I apologise here, I have a bit of a funny 5 minutes, and I decided to walk back down the hill again and see our friend Albert. So you might want to just skip through this section a little bit. But, yeah, keep heading up. You want to click on the bench that is in the outside of that house. And this will then end the game. So once you've made it to the house, he'll sit on the bench, but you'll need to knock on the front door. So once he's put his bag down, click on the door, it will make a knocking sound, and the door will open, and you head on inside to end the game. For some reason he chooses to leave his valuables outside, so why did he bring them in the first place? So this will then trigger the kind of final cutscene of the game. Yeah. And then shortly afterwards you'll be able to get to the credits. So after you have watched that final cutscene, you'll be on a boat, you'll be with your daughter, you'll be with your granddaughter, I believe, as well. Yep, And from here, you'll be able to pick up the achievement for watching the end credits. You can, if you want to, grab hold of the boat and you can pull it to the right to speed it up. But once you reach the end of that sequence, you will unlock the final achievement of the game for watching the credits. This will unlock the full 1000G and all of the trophies if you're on PS4. But yeah, this will be 100% complete by this time. So I've been Justin Gay from the Achievement Squad. If you've liked this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. At the same time, we're always looking to improve, so any feedback that you have, please drop it in the comment sections below. Right. Thank you very much and happy hunting.